Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Rue. Today we are going to be going over the build and buy objects for the new Sims 4 Crystal Creations stuff pack. And I'm just going to reiterate what I said in the cast review. I know I'm a little bit late to the train on this, but I had some issues with the EA app, which we all love to hate the EA app. I wish they would maybe work on the technical side of that app, but regardless, we're here. We're doing it. So we are here in Oasis Springs. This is just one of the base game houses that come in the game. Alright, so starting off, I just kind of emptied out the house and made it a little bit more basic just so we could focus more on the new objects. So first of all, looks like we've got this, I think this is like an office chair. Yeah. So this is super nice. I actually really love this. It's kind of like more like an old-timey office chair. So I think that's really cute. Comes in some, great basic wood swatches, which is really nice. So we're just going to set that aside for now. And next up we have this couch, which this is definitely more like a vintage type style couch. It is really nice. I don't know how often I'll use it just because I tend to do more contemporary or modern builds, but we'll stick it in this house for our Sims for now. And next up we have this console table, which again, kind of like an antique-ish vibe. I do really like the detailing on the drawers. It looks like it's got like crystal handles. Let's see if we can, yeah. That's really cool. I love the handles on this. So it's definitely meant to be kind of like a crystal hardware on there, which is beautiful. And, it's got the same kind of color scheme that we had going on with the clothing, kind of like a more, I would honestly say that this color scheme of this stuff pack reminds me of Dark Academia. And maybe I'm just making that up, but to me, that's just what it reminds me of. And next up, we've got this, what would you call this? Like a workshop perk stop table. So I do really like this. It's got wheels on the bottom. I love the hardware on the drawers. It's just definitely very interesting. Okay, so I really like that on some of the swatches, the piece on the top. Some of the swatches, it's the same color, so like the white and the gray down here at the bottom. I like that it matches, and then in other swatches, you've got like this one with this cream wood color. It's got like the gray top. So I like that in some of them it matches, and then in other ones it's kind of got the different top. I love this kind of teal green color with the gold. I think those accent each other quite nicely. Next up, we've got this glass coffee table, which is beautiful. Again, same color swatches. And same vibe, kind of like antique-ish, but still really nice. I love this detailing they've got here on the edges. To go with our office chair, we've got this nice old-fashioned desk. So I love this checkerboard kind of pattern that's on the top. Yeah, it is really nice. I just don't know how versatile it is just because of the more antique style, but it is quite nice. So we can put our office chair over here with that. This looks like kind of like a glass casing that we've got here. Looks like they're stackable too, which is quite nice. And for swatches, same thing as everything else pretty much. And then we've got this other little shelf here. This is quite unique. We definitely don't have anything that looks like this in the game, and I actually really like this. I feel like I could use this in a lot of builds, even though it is more of an antique style. It would kind of be fun to add just like that little bit of an accent in like a more contemporary build. So I do quite like that. And then another shelf we've got here is this other type of display case. This one is quite nice as well. It's kind of more basic. It's just wood with this drawer on the bottom. One thing I would like to say is I wish this handle on the shelf was either like this crystal handle to match the console table or like these metal handles on this side table here. I feel like that would have been really nice because I'm not really a fan of the hardware on here. So we're just gonna get rid of that.
Okay,
I don't want that in here. Okay, we've got another display case, and this one, I'm getting medieval vibes, honestly. That's what comes to mind when I look at this. Same swatches again. I feel like I'm just gonna repeat myself by saying that, but it looks like it's kind of like got like lighting in the back, so it's kind of like lit up. This is a really cool display case. We definitely don't have anything like this. Actually, any of these display cases, we don't really have anything like them in the game. So it is quite nice, and I feel like a lot of players could get a lot of use out of this. Just it's not for me. It's just, yeah, it's not for me. And next up, we've got this display cabinet. And again, same swatches. Y'all, I'm just going to keep repeating myself. So everything matches, which is kind of nice. You can, have your whole house matching if that's the vibe you're going for. Again, it's got this crystal handle, which I absolutely love. So it definitely matches this console table here. And still going with the antique vibe. This object here, this is the object that you need to actually do your crystal creations. So this is kind of the workshop table that your Sims will make their jewelry on. So it's got, different little trinkets on there, stuff that you would need to make your jewelry. I have no idea how to make jewelry, so I'm not even going to pretend. But yeah, so that's that. And next up, we've got this sales table. So if you wanted to kind of set up a market stall out front your house and sell your creations, you could do that with this table, I believe. Yeah, so it's definitely more simple than the other market tables we've got, because all the other ones kind of have like a banner over the front with lots of colors. So this one is a lot more simple. And then this is to charge your crystals at night, which I'm not really the only thing I've watched in terms of this stuff pack is Tay, or Large Tater Tots, on YouTube. She's also on TikTok. She's a wonderful creator. Y'all go check her out if you don't already know her. She did a live stream yesterday, kind of featuring this pack, so that's the only content I've seen regarding this, and I was kind of confused by this, but supposedly you're supposed to be able to like charge up your crystals, and I think it's supposed to give your crystals like special, I don't know what you would call it, like special abilities. I don't know, or special traits. Maybe that's a better way for me to put it. Anyways, moving on, looks like we've got this crystal kind of poster. So this, yeah, that's how I feel about it. Just It is cool. I just don't see myself using it a lot just because of like the writing that's on it, the writing in Simlish here. Maybe if it didn't have that, or maybe if we had a few swatches that, had just these crystals without, I feel like I would use it all the time. Especially this, because I love this. Next up, we've got this. Not really sure what to say about this. Looks like some different moon phases and stuff. I feel like this pack would lend itself very nicely to the Realm of Magic pack. I just feel like they kind of would go hand in hand. So yeah, there's that print. I'm going to get rid of it because I don't really need it. And then we've got this little like tool holder for the wall. This is just a deco item, so it's not like you can actually interact with it, but this is quite nice to have. Like if you had your Sims set up like a whole little shop kind of, I feel like it would be really nice. Next up, we've got this mirror, which I probably will never use. It's It's very stylized and very curated to this pack. That's what I will say about it. I'm not a fan of it, but that's not to say other people won't be. Alright, next up we've got a rug here. I love new rugs in the game. I do think that this rug has like a really nice texture. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's got kind of like a woven texture, so that's really nice. However, it reminds me of that wall print that we just looked at. It's got like different moon phases and stuff. Very stylized to the pack, so I don't know how versatile it will be in builds that are not related to this pack. Next up, we've got this spotlight, which, I mean, I guess it's just kind of like a lamp, a floor lamp. It's got really nice swatches. I really love this one. Again, it's got that like kind of greenish teal and the gold, which I just love how these two colors complement each other. And then we've got a couple bookshelves, which have a few different swatches. So these are quite nice. Could be quite versatile because I feel like they're not overly stylized towards this pack, which is very nice. I definitely would see myself using this white swatch quite often. So we can maybe just stick that right there. And we've also got another version of it that has a ladder, which I actually really like this. I definitely will use this quite often in my game. Okay, next up, and y'all, this is probably going to be my favorite object out of the whole pack, is this fern in like it's got its own stand. I love this. I definitely will use this in like 90% of my builds from now on. It's beautiful. Next up, we've got whatever this is. So it says it's a crystalline vivarium. Correct me on the pronunciation. I mean, it's cute. I feel like maybe if I sized it, yeah, I like that a lot better if it's sized down a little bit. Next up, looks like we've got this, I guess you could display your jewelry on here, your necklaces. So that's really nice. I definitely want to use this pack to make like a jewelry store. You know, you can use the Get to Work pack, I believe that's what it is, and make your own retail company or business and, you know, sell your jewelry. I think that would be awesome. So next we have this like jewelry display, which is really nice. I do, however, have criticism. Y'all can kind of see how like all the jewelry on here is 2D. Like it's just flat. It feels very flat. From the top looking down, not so bad, but if you look at it from an angle, it's just like flat. Which isn't a big deal, but I mean, that's just me being picky, honestly. And next, this is called a gemologist's field kit. So I guess this would be like, you know, analyzing little crystals or whatever. I mean, a cool little detail that pertains to this pack. And next up, we've got jeweler's tray, which just has some, I guess, jewelry making tools in there. Another cool little clutter item. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I just put this over on this table here. So if you look at it here, it's got like a, you know, what would you call that? Like a placemat underneath it, but then I put it over here and it disappears. So I don't know if that's supposed to happen or if that's just like a meshing issue. Not a big deal, honestly, because I like it better without the little placemat. But anyways, just something to note. Wow. Okay, so this is Gemologist's Field Box. So this has a whole bunch of different tool items in there. That's actually a really cool object. I quite like that. And then this one is a little jewelry box, which this one is a little bit better than that other item I showed y'all. So it's not as like 2D and flat if you look at it from the side. So this object is really cool. I definitely would use this quite often, especially when decorating like, my rich Sims houses, can put this in their closets and make it seem like they've got a lot of jewelry or whatever. And then last but not least, we've got this lamp. So it's a burning the midnight oil lamp. So it's an oil lamp. So that's kind of cute. I mean, it's very simple. It's actually really nice. I like how it's just, simple, glass. It's kind of cute. Alright, so for wallpapers, we've got one wallpaper. It's called Moon in Brights. I think I'm saying that right. So it's this patterned wallpaper, which y'all might not expect me to say this, but I love this. I think it would make like a really nice accent wall in a lot of builds, even though it is kind of stylized towards the theme of this pack. But I feel like I could use this. Maybe especially in like children's rooms, you could use this kind of for more like a whimsical type room. I feel like this would be really nice. I really quite enjoy that. No new flooring, no fencing, no windows and doors. Alright, you guys, so that is it for our review of the build and buy objects. And in the next video, I would like to do maybe just like one video focusing on the gameplay for this pack. And I say just one video because I'm not really interested in doing like a whole series on this pack unless I really fall in love with playing with it, but I don't really foresee that happening. So we'll just do one episode focused on the gameplay, and that should be up in the next couple days for y'all to watch. So I just want to say thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.